Hello everyone. Come to my channel, please subscribe and keep watching more details. Tamra Judge quits RHOC for a second time. This season after women say she's the least trustworthy. I hope you're happy. The October 2nd episode of The Real. Housewives of Orange County saw Tamra Judge claim to be quitting the show. Weeks after she said the same thing and ultimately remained on the cast during a party at her house. Tamra grew upset when she learned that Emily Simpson and Heather Dubrow claimed she was the least trustworthy person in the group. Tamra also got in an explosive argument with Jennifer Pedrante, who she accused of following a man rumored to have had an affair with Tamra several years ago. Although she denies it's true, Tamra Judge is at the end of her rope when it comes to her time on The Real Housewives of Orange County. During the Thursday, Oct. 2 episode of Bravo's hit series, Tamra invited some of the women over for a cake decorating party. However, things quickly went from sweet to sour when Emily Simpson admitted that she and Heather Dubrow both named Tamra as the least trustworthy woman in the group while they were playing a game. My fear is, if I shared things with you that were really personal and you got mad at me in some circumstance, that you would go look something up, Emily explained. That's a legitimate fear. That hurts my feelings, Tamra said. I am loyal to a fault. I'm always honest with everybody. What have I ever done to her that she would not trust me? I'm hurt by you, she added as she walked away in tears. Tamra returned a few minutes later and agreed to move forward with Emily, but revealed that there was another issue she had to address with Jennifer Pedrante. After Gretchen, Rossi, and Slade Smiley brought up a rumor that Tamra had an affair with a famous mystery singer, which Tamra denied. She claimed his wife reached out with evidence that Jen had recently followed him on social media. Does she want dirt? Or does she want tickets? Emily quipped before Tamra added, I don't even follow him. Later that night, Tamra decided to confront Jen, who said she simply followed him out of curiosity. You're my friend, Tamra said. I just wouldn't think to do that when you're going after people that don't like me all the time and trying to become friends with him like you did with Gretchen. This situation makes me wonder, what are you doing? In her confessional, Jen joked that she was hoping that if I followed this guy and he saw my name, maybe he would say something, but that unfortunately didn't happen. Why did you feel the need at 5:22 to follow him? Tamra pressed when Jen called her out for having a printed screenshot with a timestamp, insisting it wasn't that serious. Tamra accused her of deflecting from the real issue. It's always an act with Jen, Tamra said in her confessional. She gets caught doing something, she turns it around on you. Why do you have to print it out? Why do you have to print it out? Well, bitch, because I'm old and I could see it better. Without reaching a resolution, Jen walked away and joined the other ladies outside. Heather then went to check on Tamra, who brought up that she labeled her the least trustworthy. Heather, I'm done, Tamra declared. I thought that we were close, and for you to say that just hurts my feelings so bad that I just don't even want to be in this group anymore. Heather acknowledged that she doesn't trust Tamra with her feelings, but said it was because she doesn't want to hear what I'm saying. At the lowest time of my life. You were so aggressive with me and it hurt my feelings so bad that you don't even know, Tamra exclaimed, referring to their recent lunch where Heather was frustrated at Tamra's lack of communication after she claimed to be quitting the show. I don't agree that I was aggressive to you. Heather pushed back, accusing Tamra of not hearing her out when she opened up about her childhood struggles with her father. The problem is, I tell Tamra my feelings, and she gets angry and says, you're wrong. It's daunting, because if I can't be honest with you, how can we be friends? The two went back and forth until Tamra announced that she was quitting for a second time this season. It just makes me sad, she shared. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm a good person. I'm not a liar. I'm not a cheater. So for them to say they don't trust me, that feels like it's an attack on my character. And it makes me just want to shut down. This is a great example. You doing this, constantly quitting. Getting so angry, Heather pointed out, although she suggested they all work things out. It quickly became clear that the party was over. Have a great season, Tamra shouted. I'm done. absolutely done. I hope you're happy with yourself." Tamra Judge has never been one to bite her tongue or stick around when she feels cornered. This season of The Real Housewives of Orange County has already been a roller coaster for the veteran housewife. And in a shocking twist, Tamra has reportedly quit the show for the second time this season. The trigger: a cast confrontation branding her the least trustworthy among the women, a label she claims crossed the line from drama to disrespect. And in true Tamra fashion, she left with a parting shot. "I hope you're happy." What led up to this emotional storm? Let's unpack the fuse, the flames, and the fallout. The trust test that sparked the implosion. The breaking point started at what was supposed to be a team-building exercise arranged by producers and on camera. Trust-ranking game meant to reveal underlying tensions. The assignment: each housewife had to quietly vote on who they trusted most. And Tamra, who's been on the show for well over a decade, minus her brief 2020 exit, is tuned. She'd land somewhere in the middle. She's loud, messy, and confrontational, sure. But she's also been a confidant, ally, and pot stirrer in equal measure. What she didn't expect was unanimity. Nearly every woman reportedly voted her dead. Last in trustworthiness. When the results were revealed, the room froze, then detonated. Heather, Shannon, Gina, and Emily allegedly agreed Tamra had a history of weaponizing secrets. Even newer cast members didn't defend her. Heather supposedly said, "You repeat things for sport." Shannon hinted Tamra spins private conversations into headlines. Gina called her reckless with loyalty. And Emily, ever the straight shooter, simply said, "You stir the pot, then play victim when it spills." The verdict wasn't just insulting to Tamra, it was humiliating. And in front of cameras, no less. The confrontation turns personal. Tamra didn't stay silent long. She accused the women of deflection and hypocrisy, claiming everyone on the show gossips behind each other's backs. "You all do the same thing," she shot back. "The difference is, I don't pretend I'm above it." But the sting came not from the jabs, it came from who didn't defend her. Shannon, her longtime friend, avoided eye contact. Gina and Emily looked unbothered. Even Heather offered no olive branch, according to insiders on set. Tamra's voice cracked when she realized no one was stepping in. "You're all okay sitting here and calling me untrustworthy?" she asked. "After everything, I've had all your backs at one point. And now I'm the villain again." Shannon reportedly whispered, "It's not personal," which only made Tamra angrier. The exit no one saw coming again. Tamra quietly stood up and removed her mic. Producers thought she was storming off for a cool down, but she didn't pause in the hallway. She said to a crew member, "I'm done. I'm not filming this fake crap anymore." Before exiting the set, she turned to the women and said, "I hope you're happy." Those 5 words hit harder than one of her confessionals. This marks her second mid-season quit-turlier in filming. She walked off after a blow-up with Shannon about loyalty and old secrets. That time she calmed down and returned. But this one feels final. Her tone, her expression, silence of the room, everything signaled a deeper break. Production, panic, and cast reactions. The crews scrambled behind the scenes. Tamra is not just any cast member. She's an anchor housewife with a long arc, unresolved storylines, and multiple active rivalries. A producer reportedly followed her to the parking area and asked her to reconsider. Tamra snapped, "You can't pay me enough to stand there while they call me a liar to my face." Inside, reactions were varied. Heather was stone-faced. "Insisting accountability isn't cruelty," Emily said. "She dishes it out, she should take it." Gina shrugged. "If she wants out, let her." Shannon looked rattled and muttered, "I didn't think she'd actually leave." The rest of the cast didn't chase her. No one followed her outside. And that might be the real wound. Tamra expected at least one woman to fight for her to stay. Tamra breaks the fourth wall off-camera on's offset. Tamra reportedly texted a producer, "I meant what I said. I'm not coming back to finish the season." She also sent a group text to 2 cast members saying, "You all got what you wanted. Congrats." Whether that message landed with sarcasm, sorrow, or fury depends on who's telling the story. Insiders say production is debating options: pause filming, renegotiate, or fold her exit into the storyline. But if Tamra refuses camera time, there's only so much editing magic can fix. Why this stung more than past betrayals, Tamra has been called messy, manipulative, and dramatic by fans, blogs, and housewives alike. But being labeled least trustworthy as a collective judgment on camera by people she's shared cast trips, wine nights, and secrets with, that crossed into humiliation.